It's a new procedure that I had done, and it's called Profractional. And it's pretty interesting what this procedure does. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about me. Many of you, if you're seeing me, you know me as Jan Payne, the Success Coach. And what you may not know is Jan Payne, the Success Coach, has had a hard time with her skin. And I have, since I was 13, dealt with skin that's not so beautiful. I've always had a great figure, and that's been the thing that's held me together, I guess, because people will say to me, oh, you've got a beautiful figure. With my sister, it was, oh, she's got the most beautiful face. But anyway, I've always wanted to look better than I look. As a teenager in I was born in 1944. I am just now 65 years old. But at age 13, when I got big cysts, and they were below the surface, and what happened was they would eat away underneath the skin and leaving a scar, leaving a hole. A big hole. Not pretty, let me say this about that. So I didn't have normal acne like some kids did, but when I got one, it was a doozer, and it was always around an important thing. It was a confirmation or the prom or an interview or whatever. Those were the times when these wonderful things would show up. And what they did at that time was they put you on drugs. First they put me on, I think, tetracycline. They gave me x-ray treatments. They put me on birth control pills. And oh my God, that was that time. I'm going to try to do something about my face. And I started looking for a plastic surgeon in the Denver, Colorado area. And there were 3 of them that were highly recommended to me, and I made appointments with all 3 because I liked research, right? Got to make sure you're doing all the research. Well, the top surgeon at the time was Dr. Weatherly White, and I will always remember this man because he hurt me so deeply. And the day of that appointment, which took every ounce of energy that I had to walk into that office and to say, I need help. Well, I didn't have to say that, because before I could even say that, he stood up. He said to me, "Do you mean to tell me that you walk out of the house looking like that?" And I thought, oh my God. Did he just say that to me? He said, how do you do that? And of course, by that point, I was crying. And he said, I don't know if we can help you. He said, we might be able to get some improvement, but I don't know if you're going to be happy with it. And he said, we can do a facelift and dermabrasion. That's about $10,000 to $12,000. And I don't have any openings for at least 2 to 3 months. And I remember thinking, I was crying hysterically at that point. And I got up and I walked out. I don't remember saying goodbye to the man. I remember getting into my car, my RX-7, my red RX-7, which I love, still love. I don't have it anymore, but that was my favorite car. And I sat in that car and I put my hands over my face and I went, oh my God, am I really that bad that I shouldn't be walking around looking like this? And this is a plastic surgeon, and this is what he's telling me? Oh my God. Well, somehow I managed to get home. And I remember being in my office, and the phone rang, and it was Dr. Weatherly White's office. It wasn't any more than 3 hours after I left there. And the nurse said, we had a cancellation. I went to see another doctor, one who had done something for me before. And I thought, what can you do for me for $3,000 to $5,000? And they said, nothing. They told me again, nothing. We can't do anything to help you. And that's just not something you want to hear. And anyway, about 10 days ago, I went to see Dr. Petrie. And Dr. Petrie said there's something new, and I think you'll find it really good. And I said, really? And I said, what is it? And he told me, and I said, well, I don't know anything about it. And he gave me some information and gave me some stuff to look up on the internet and everything else, and I did. I got home, I called him back, I said, when can you take me? And he said, next Thursday, and I said, okay, well, that was 3 days ago. And so here I am, and it's, 2 days ago, and I'm pretty swollen. I look like I was run over by a truck, and I'm very hopeful. So anyway, that's my story. Thank you for listening. This is Jan Payne, empowering you to attract possibilities. Hold the hope. I know that it's the inside that counts more than the outside, but when there's something on the outside that you don't like, don't give up. There's always hope, and they're making new changes every day and improvements and everything else. So keep looking, and I will let you know how I look tomorrow. Have a better than good day, and again, thank you for listening. This is Jan Payne, empowering you to attract possibilities. If you want to talk to me,